Hello everyone, I am Surbhi Mishra and today I am here with a new topic of business communication. So in the previous sessions, we have studied about what is speaking, what are effective speaking skills, how to deliver a presentation, what are the effective ways to create a presentation, and what are listening, what are the different types, the process, and of course, the strategies to improve effective listening. And at the end of the listening, we have also discussed the impact of listening in BPO industry, in Starbucks, and in Zephyr. So for today, we will be talking about debates. So here, debates also is a very good example. We can see in debate, we have to be an active listener as well as a very good speaker. So all in total, you have to be a very effective communicator when you are doing speeches or debates. So let's start with the topics we will be covering today in this particular sessions will be the meaning of the debate, the purpose, what is the importance of debate, and what is the role of debate in business organization, and how can we improve our debates by using strategies to implement effective communication. So let's start with the meaning first, and further we'll talk about the other points, right? Let's see what is the meaning of debate. So a debate is a structured argument where two or more parties discuss opposing on a specific topic with their viewpoints, right? As already I said, there are two parties, they will be talking or they'll be presenting their perspective, their viewpoints, and other party will be opposing on the one's party's perspective and viewpoint. So here, both of them have to be an active listener as well as a good speaker, right? And you have to take care of your pauses, of your transitions, of your voice, of your tone, everything we have discussed till now. We have to implement each and everything here in debates as it is a structured argument, right? And when we talk about debate, debate is not only acquires in professional settings only, but it also takes place in informal conversations, in informal discussions at home, at with relatives, with friends. So debate is common, right? It can be in educational settings, it can be seen in politics, in public forums. So basically, each side represents their arguments, their evidence, and reasons, and attempts to refuse the points made by the opposition, right? Let's move towards see what is the purpose of debate. Let's see what is the purpose of debate. First, we'll talk about the examples. As I have mentioned that debates may take place in academics, in politics. So let's see one by one. When we talk about educational debates, we may take the example of schools. As schools, debates are on topic such as should uniforms be mandatory in school. So this topic is given to the students in school. Now they have to speak in favor and against. So there will be two parties. One will be speaking in favor and other will be speaking in against. So let's see what is the purpose here. So the purpose here is it helps students to develop critical thinking, public speaking skills, and an understanding of different viewpoints. So what is the purpose here we are doing? We are developing the out-of-box thinking. We are trying to develop our critical thinking skills. We try to improve or inculcate the art of public speaking and also build a very good confidence level, and also at the same time try to understand the perspective of different people or the different views from people of different perspective, right? So we can say that. So next comes is the political debates. When we talk about political debates is basically done during election campaigns or presidential debates are there. So the purpose of those debates is to allow candidates to present their policies, their challenge with their opponents, and help voters make informed decisions. So basically, they do political debates just to persuade the people for making votes and informed decisions. They used to encourage people, they used to inform people, right? Moving towards the next example of debate is business debates. When we talk about debates in business organization, we are taking example of adoption of a new technology. So debate in organization can be regarding the adoption of a new technology within a company. So what will be the purpose over there? The purpose of that debate in an organization is to evaluate the merits and demerits of that technology, what cost is coming in the installation, what are the potential risks, and simultaneously what benefit it is giving to an organization before making a decision. So before adopting that technology, they used to uh, they used to call a debate, and there they discuss, they evaluate, they do assess whether the decision should be taken or not, right? Next comes is public policy debates. Your public policy debates means debates on healthcare reform in a legislative body, like for example, the merits and demerits, or we can say the advantages and drawbacks of proposed reforms to shape effective policies. So it may be regarding any policies, right? Next is scientific debates. When we talk about scientific debates, here scientific debates means debating the impact of climate change. What will be the impact of climate change? And for that, they may be doing this in scientific conferences. The purpose here is to scientists present their evidence, their research work, and also they present the challenge, hypothesis, and knowledge in the field. So that will be resulting into scientific debates where the experts are there to discuss about the climate change and the other prominent challenge they are facing or they have researched on, right? Next comes ethical debates. So debating on ethical topics like animal testing and research. Wow, the purpose here is to explore more consciousness, more consideration, and more sensitivity to the animals, societal impact, and alternatives to animal testing. Like why we have to use animals for testing or for any research and development. Is there any other alternative to use? Because we have to check the societal impact as well. So these type of debates may come under ethical debates category. Next can be corporate debates. So a corporate debates can be regarding a merger or acquisition, right, in board meetings. And the purpose is to just assess what will be the strategic alignment, how we'll be getting what will be the financial impact, and what potential outcomes will be there so as to make a decision. So these types of debates are the examples of debates. We can have many more debates, for example, cultural debates where the representation of minorities in India to highlight the issues of diversity, equity, inclusion, and we have to provide the proposed solution for better representation. So these can be the topic for debates in when we talk about cultural debate category. Next is legal debates. When we talk about legal debates, here example we can take of courtroom, right? We are talking about the legal lawsuit. So we must talk about the argument which is presented during a trial, right? They are doing the we can say moot court. It's basically a simulation exercise for law professionals or legal, we can say legal setting. In legal setting there are simulation, there are artificial case which are being done using a moot court, or we can say the courtroom setting. So these type of things can be used. Next is environmental debates. Here we talk about the conservation of our resources, our renewable energy resources, so that to discuss about the environmental, economic, and societal impacts of transition to renewable energy. So these are the examples of different categories of debates which used to take place, right? Moving towards the purpose, what are the purpose? Before moving towards the purpose, I would like to mention the features of a debate. Like debate is having what sort of attributes? What attributes does a debate must have, right? So let's talk about the first feature. The first feature is the structure. Debates have a clear structure with defined roles and rules. If you are going for a debate, then you must be clear of, must have a clarity of the clear structure about what you have to do, what are the rules and regulations. You have to must make sure the common formats in debate include Lincoln Douglas debate, policy debates, and parliamentary debates. So you have to make sure for which format you are going and must be aware of the rules and the roles, right? Next is participants. You have to make sure that there must be at least two people must be there. You cannot conduct a debate all alone, right? You have to, must have two sides, affirmative and negative. That means the person who is going for the favor of the topic and the person who is going against the topic. So each have to represent one or more speaker. It can be a solo debate, it can be a group debate as well, right? So one very common thing is that there should be two parties, two sides. One will be going for the topic, and other will be going against the topic, right? Next is moderator oblique judge. Here, a neutral party must be there who overall assesses you, right? Who checks the debates and ensure that rules and regulations are being followed and must decide who is the winner, right? So there is a one person, we can say the judge or the moderator, who used to assess and evaluate both the parties, listen to both the perspectives, and then ensures that who is going to be the winner, right? Next is timing. Each side is given a specific amount of time. Each side is given a specific amount of time to present their case, respond to the opposition, and make closing statements. So time is allotted to both the parties. They have to listen to the perspective and have to respond accordingly, according to the opposition, right? And then they have to make the closing statement. Next attribute is rebuttals. Rebuttals here means participant must not only present their own argument, but also must respond to the opposition, right? Must try to give their perspective, must try to uh, give their disagreement to the opposition's party, opposition's perspective as well. Instead of giving only yours perspective and not countering the other specs perspective will not be able to give the fruitful discussion of a debate. So it will not sound a debate, it will be sounding the discussion of your own perspective, right? So you have to counter it, you have to respond to the other side's viewpoint as well, right? Next. Next is the purpose of debate. Why debate is conducted? We'll be talking that why debate is conducted. What is the purpose to conduct a debate? So here we can see the purpose, the very first purpose is to promote the out of the box thinking or to promote the critical thinking, right? Next is uh, like when we talk about critical thinking, what happens is it encourages participants to think out of the box, to analyze deeply the issues, to analyze the perspective of different the people who are there in the opposition and develop well-reasoned arguments. So all in all, it helps you to promote the critical thinking, to analyze the statements and to came up with a well-reasoned argument, right? Next is improve public speaking. It also enhances the ability to articulate your ideas clearly and confidently. So it also improves your skills and develops the art of public speaking, the ability to present your ideas very confidently, right? Next is to educate and inform. It also provides the audience with a comprehensive understanding of both the sides of an issue. Like everything has a two side effect, positive as well as negative, right? So you must be able to educate and inform people about both sides perspective, both the sides of an issue, the positive as well as negative. Next is persuasion skills. It helps participants, it helps students, it helps employees as well as other members to learn how to persuade, how to encourage others to use logic, evidence, and emotional appeals, right? So it helps you not to develop art of public speaking, develop critical thinking, but also at the same time, it also helps you to persuade others. Next is engage in civic discourse. So it also encourages participation in societal and political issues. If you will be up to date, if you will be having information and knowledge about everything out there, you will be actively participating in such events like debates, because you are having the information with you, you are having the knowledge of the topic, and you will be able to indulge yourself in societal and political issues if you want to give your perspective. So for giving your perspective, you must have knowledge about the topic. You must be aware about what is going all around. You must be aware about of the political news, the social changes, the technological updates. So to conduct a debate, to give your opinions, give your perspective, you must be aware of the topic and the things which are going all around, right? Let's move towards the next thing, which is importance of debates. So the first one is develops analytical skills. Participants learn, as we mentioned in the purpose, it helps to it helps to learn to develop out of the box thinking, and it also helps to develop evaluation of information, constructing logical arguments, that you have to evaluate the information, you have to construct a logical argument. Then encourage open mindedness. You have to be open to listening to the others viewpoints, right? Exposure to various viewpoints, you must foster tolerance and understanding instead of giving a we can say a very aggressive statement, or converting your debate into a heated argument. It will not give you a good solution. So you have to be open to listen to others opinion, to others viewpoints, right? The next is it enhances communication skills. It improves both verbal and non-verbal communication abilities, as when you speak, when you do argument, when you give your perspective on the opposition, there are body language, the facial expression, and the gesture must go with your words. They should not be very unacceptable. They should not be very loud or causing some sort of discomfort, right? So you have to keep a control, keep a check on your non-verbal communication, on your facial expressions, on your body language, on the gestures which you are using, right? As it helps into improvement of both. We have a good control over our verbal as well as non-verbal ability, right? Next comes promotes teamwork. Debate often requires collaboration and strategic planning among team members. If we are going for a group debate, then yes, we require, as there is a feeling of that there is a feeling, or there is a, we can say, a mission that yes, we have to win the debate for our company. We will be have to be winners. So this particular motivation, this particular thought promotes each and every member of a team to collaborate and cooperate among their team members with a very strategic planning and with a very positive, we can say, mindset, right? Next is builds confidence. When talk about confidence building, it requires participation in debates. It can boost self-esteem and public speaking confidence as you are able to develop an analytical skills, you are very open mind, you have everything, but if your confidence level is not good, you are not sound enough, you're not feeling very much confident, then everything will be of no use. So what you have to do is you have to build confidence, and the importance of debate is this also, that it helps in boosting your confidence level. Next, now we'll be talking about the role of debates in business communication. Let's see what is the role of debate in business communication. It helps in decision making. How? First, we'll talk how it helps in decision making. As what happens over here is there is a structured discussion of everything, of the merits and demerits of various options, or we are when we are discussing during some business meetings. So we talk about every possible outcome and what is positive, what is negative, and then the decision is taken. So it has a very structured discussion format. Next is it helps in making well informed decisions by considering all possible angles. So what happens here is we consider it that we are making good decisions by considering all the possible angles. Next importance here is the decision making ensures that all the relevant information is considered before taking a business decision. So decision making, it helps in decision making. How? As it is a structured decision is there, people are well informed, so it ensures that the decision which is taken is very significant, as the irrelevant thing has been removed from the discussions, the everything has been evaluated and resulting into a good business decision. So the first role is clear over here, that a debate helps in decision making. Next, problem solving. Now, how we can say problem solving? As the debates can be used to explore different solutions to a problem. So it encourages innovative thinking and identify the best solution through rigorous argumentation. So we invite people to give their perspective, to encourage innovation thinking. So it helps into problem solving and finding the most effective and efficient solution to our challenge, right? As the perspective is invited, and in that invitation, the people used to think and give a solution to a problem. Next comes is is strategy development. Debate also helps in developing strategy with different approaches, as people are there with different mindsets. So they come up with different approaches. The purpose here is to evaluate the potential outcomes of various strategies. So in an organization, different strategies are developed. So we have to take care that people coming with different approaches give different possible outcomes to the strategy. Next, we'll be talking that it helps into the selection of best strategic path, so that the potential risk can be assessed and mitigated, and we can reap the benefits also. Next is conflict resolution. It also helps in, as we are doing discussing the merits and demerits, we are talking about the formal structure to address. So the feature of conflict resolution over here is that debate acts as a formal structure to address and resolve conflicts. It provides a platform for arriving onto a decision by addressing different grievances and coming to mutual decisions. Mutual benefit is being considered, right, while taking a decision. So it helps in maintaining a healthy work environment and provides uh, improvement in interpersonal relationships, right? So it also helps in creating a productive and positive work environment, and simultaneously it improves the interpersonal relationships. Next is training and development. When we talk about training and development, we say yes, debate is used in training programs also to improve employees' critical thinking, public speaking, and persuasion skills. It also enhances the overall communication skills and also prepares the employee to cater towards leadership roles, right? To have those leadership skills, you need to have a good public speaking and good listener as well as a good persuader also, right? Next comes innovation and creativity. Innovation and creativity here means that we are talking about new things, right? So we were talking about the innovation and creativity. So innovation is something we are talking about creating new ideas or developing new ideas by using debates. So debates can help in like argumenting about new ideas and innovations. To rigorously test new concepts before implementation, we can use debates. We can call upon the debate so as we can assess all the possible outcomes before implementation. And it encourages creative thinking and helps in refining ideas to be more viable, right? So what we do is we argument on it, we talk about all the possible outcomes, we talk about what risk is coming, how we'll be able to mitigate it, and then we also talk about how can we use it in a more refined way to see the more viability, how viable it is, right? How useful it is. So next is enhancing team collaboration. Your team debates also becomes very important when we talk about business organization, as team debates are conducted on various business issues to improve teamwork and collaboration, to foster a culture of open communication and collective problem solving. Such types of debates are called upon. Next is what we'll be next talking about. So next we'll be talking about stakeholders engagement. So debates also involve different stakeholders like employees, management, clients to ensure all perspectives are considered, and it in turns improves relationships with the stakeholders. They feel valued, recognized, and ensure more inclusion in decision making. They help more in taking out business decisions, right? Next is policy formulation. Debating also helps in formulating, in developing new policies, and from changing policies to existing policy. Like we can create new policy and update the existing policy. So to ensure policies are well thought out and comprehensive, it helps in creating effective and accept policy within the organization. So debate also helps as we talk about policy creation and what updations can be done. We call upon the people, we discuss it, and as it will help in accepting that yes, everybody is ready to accept these things. So it helps in creating effective and accepted behavior regarding the policies in an organization. Moving towards the next thing is marketing and sales strategy. So here a debate also features in making different marketing and sales tactics. It chooses the most effective strategy and enhances the effectiveness of marketing campaigns and sales efforts by selecting the best approaches. So it also helps in marketing and sales strategies. Uh, we can say making sales strategies. So next, we'll talk about how to conduct effective business debates. We'll be talking about how to conduct an effective business debates. Defining clear objectives. The very first point is to define clear objectives. Know what you aim to achieve with the debate. Establish rules and structure. Define the formats, roles, and time limits. Encourage more preparation. Ensure all participants research their topics thoroughly. Promote respectful discourse. Maintain a professional and respectful tone throughout your debate. Facilitate equitable participation. Ensure that the perspective of each and every individual is heard and considered, right? Summarize key points. Recap the main arguments and conclusions. You have to summarize it at the end of your perspective. Make data-driven arguments, support your point with your relevant facts and figures and evidence. And at last, also follow up. That means implement the decisions or solutions you agreed upon in the debate. You have to be stick to those opinions or the solutions which you have provided, right? So these are the tips to improve your to conduct a debate. Now we will be talking about these strategies to improve our business debates. So we'll be talking about regular practice.